Blackouts and soaring prices. Pakistan's economy is on the brink. Faced with a shortage of U.S. dollars, Pakistan only has enough foreign currency in its reserves to pay for 3 weeks of imports. Thousands of shipping containers are piling up at ports, and the cost of essentials like food and energy have skyrocketed in the country of 220 million.
महंगाई इतनी है कि बंदा काम क्या करे, एक महीने से काम ना हो तो क्या करेगा, मांगेगा आदमी, भीख ही मांगेगा ना।
काम नहीं धंधा बिल्कुल खत्म हो जाता है। 1 महीना हुआ हमारा बिल्कुल एक दिहाड़ी भी नहीं लगा दिया।
1000 लेके जाओ कुछ भी नहीं आता, वरना 1000 में सारा राशन आ जाता था। अब तो 2 चीजें नहीं आती।
With the balance of payments crisis looming over their head, the current government seems incapable of dealing with the economic crisis. This heavily import-dependent country spends more on imports than what it exports, resulting in running down its stock of foreign currency. While Pakistan was one of the few developing economies that dealt with the pandemic well compared to other nations, post-pandemic performance has been anything but.
अगर फिल फोर अगर इस पे डॉलर नहीं दिए गए तो मेरे को लगता है कि किल्लत हो जाएगी।
गवर्नमेंट से हम मुताबला कर रहे हैं कि भाई हमें फॉरेन एक्सचेंज या डॉलर प्रोवाइड किया जाए ताकि हमारे कंसाइनमेंट पोर्ट से क्लियर हो और हम ज़्यादा नुकसान से बचे जाए।
मैंने 35 साल की लाइफ में मैंने ऐसा माहौल कभी नहीं देखा कि इस तरह का माहौल हो कि लोग इतने परेशान हों।
With the onset of the Ukraine-Russia conflict also came the removal of the Imran Khan government. With Khan accusing the Biden administration of his removal, post-Khan Pakistan economy has spiraled in a chaos with no clear direction. This came out of the heels of the Ukraine-Russia conflict, when the West wanted Pakistan to cut all ties with Russia. The then Prime Minister, Imran Khan, resisted a U.S.-led foreign policy and wanted a similar deal as its neighbor India vis-a-vis its relationship with the Russians. Though not dependent on Russian oil at the time, Khan wanted Pakistan to have the option of buying grain and oil from Russia at a cheaper rate, just like its neighbor India, much to the dismay of the Biden administration. With the supply chain issues and the Ukraine-Russia war, prices for commodities spiked worldwide. Since the removal of Khan, the people have for the first time resisted U.S. intervention on the streets, causing more political instability.
आम आदमी ना दूध ले सकता है, ना चीनी ले सकता है, ना दाल खा सकता है, जो एक नेसेसरी ज़रूरियात है एटलीस्ट वो तो पूरी कर ही नहीं रहा।
गुजारा तो बहुत मुश्किल है कि रोज़ दिहाड़ी लगाने वाले हैं, बड़ी मुश्किल से गुजारा कर रहे हैं और 2-2, 3-3 घंटे लाइनों में लग के हमें आटा लेना पड़ता है।
This, combined with historic floods that followed the ousting of Khan, devastated Pakistan's farming community. The World Bank estimates Pakistan will need at least $16 billion to rebuild and cope with the after effects of the floods. With talks with the IMF at a standstill and negligible if any international aid is coming in, Pakistan is caught in the eye of the economic storm. The currency keeps losing value, while the debt keeps increasing with the devaluation of the currency.
डॉलर के रेट इतना ऊपर होना, फिर आपका जो इन्फ्लेशन का रेट इतना ऊपर होना, इंटरेस्ट रेट इतना हाई, गोल्ड का रेट तकरीबन 2 लाख रुपए तकरीबन पहुंच चुका है पर तोला। तो ये सारी चीज़ें जो भी फिगर्स आ रहे हैं ये मतलब अनबिलीवेबल है, अनएक्सपेक्टेबल, हमने कभी लाइफ में सोचा भी नहीं था।
For Pakistan to avoid default, talks with the IMF to restart its stalled assistance program must succeed. Long term, Pakistan has to restructure its economy. Structural changes must be implemented with major spending cuts and increasing the tax net with better accountability in place. But in the meantime, people are suffering. High inflation is only boosting pain for households struggling to make ends meet. Food prices in January rose 43% year over year. Farmers are suffering as most of the flood-affected people still need help. The World Bank predicted in October that as many as 9 million Pakistanis could be pushed into poverty without decisive relief and recovery efforts to help the poor. Will a leadership emerge that can lead Pakistan out of this turmoil is to be seen. Can the world afford a nuclear state to fracture under economic strain, and what would be the consequences of it worldwide remains a broader question that will be answered in the coming weeks and months.